Hello and welcome to the Millionaire Mompreneur podcast, where we empower mompreneurs to build wealth, grow thriving businesses, and reclaim their time. I'm your host, Alexa Starks. I'm a tech expert, a ChatGPT master, and a mama to two little ones under 2. And I'm here to guide you through the ups, the downs, and everything in between of running a business while raising a family. Each week, we'll dive into topics like making money, scaling your business, and embracing a millionaire mindset. So grab a coffee or reheat the one that you forgot, and let's get started on building the life that you deserve. Hello, and welcome to this next episode in our Wealth Mindset series. This is episode 3 of the Wealth Mindset series. I am your host, Alexa Starks, and this episode is all about the millionaire mindset, how to think like a 7-figure entrepreneur. And so this is great for mompreneurs who are just starting out and looking to grow their business, launch their business, scale their business to a 7-figure number or up, right? And that's the goal. The goal is to make a lot of money as a business owner. And so there are some important mindset shifts that we need to make in order to achieve that goal. And of course, doing these mindset shifts is not going to, it's not going to snap your finger and bring in wealth the next day, but we have to set ourselves up for success just like we do in our business, right? Just like we do with setting up automations and email sequences to nurture and create lead magnets that bring people in and, all of that, and build trust and confidence over social media is a similar concept of we have to have our mindset thinking the correct way in order to get our business prepared so that when we do start making that much money, we are prepared for it. Okay, so when we talk about thinking like a millionaire, it's more than just having a dollar amount in your bank account. And so the first part of this is adopting a millionaire mindset. And we want to focus on growth, not lacking. So for example, rather than how can I save $100, we want to think, how can I make $1,000? Right? See that difference? Shifting from a negative to a positive, shifting from how can I save money to how can I make money? And I know maybe you're thinking, well, that's nice and all, but I do genuinely have to save money and I do have bills, and that's fine. But your general mindset should be, how can I make money rather than how can I save it, and coming from a place of scarcity and preserving it rather than a place of profitability and prosperity. And this also comes from reinvesting profits into tools that have and generate long-term returns, right? So taking any money that you generate, putting it back into your business means, okay, I made $100. I'm going to maybe I'll save $10 of that, but maybe I'm going to reinvest all of that into my business, whether that's running ads or paying for a new software product, right? So that you are continuously thinking prosperity and generating more money. Next, view challenges as opportunities. So success is built on problem solving, not avoiding risks. And of course, we want to always have some level of risk avoidance, right? You don't want to just jump off a cliff because someone says jump. You want to be strategic, right? And assess, why would I jump off that cliff? What does jumping off a cliff gain for me? What are the risks associated with it? And so we look at challenges as opportunities. When we say, okay, I'm not making any sales in my business, what can I do differently? Or I want to make $1 million next year. So that's a huge challenge. What can I do to get to that point, right? And so success is built on problem solving. If you have a bunch of customer complaints, for example, or bad feedback, turn that into a revamp on your product or product improvements, or updating your course to have updated modules based on feedback, right? And then part of the adopting a millionaire mindset is also valuing your time. Stop trading hours for dollars. So this is where we want to outsource or delegate low impact tasks to free up your energy for high value work. And of course, there are low impact tasks that you have to do. If you are a solopreneur, if you are a one woman team, Yeah, you are doing everything. But how do we work smarter, not harder? So this is why I always teach how to use ChatGPT. And in my group coaching program, the Mompreneur Launch Lab, I literally teach this, how to do these low impact tasks to free up your time and energy for high value work. So things like writing the content for your website, writing your landing page content, even writing social media posts. You shouldn't be spending hours a day writing that. That's something that you would or could theoretically outsource to a virtual assistant or a social media intern, but you might have to be doing that. And so I always say delegate to ChatGPT. What can you have ChatGPT do so that it gives you time back in the day, so that you can then focus on high impact, high ROI tasks? So, for example, nurturing leads or sending out DMs, yeah, that might be for you a high impact task, not crafting captions and brainstorming ideas for Instagram reels or thinking of an email to send out. Use ChatGPT to create an email to send out in seconds, or to brainstorm Instagram reel ideas in seconds, so that you have time to then be sending out DMs to people or networking and collaborating with people for partnerships. Okay, next, there are some practices to strengthen your millionaire mindset. Now, this is important, but the first is daily affirmations. For example, you want to tell yourself, I am building a profitable, scalable business, or opportunities flow to me effortlessly. And I would say, maybe an old me or younger me, actually, might have said that sounds all wishy-washy, hokey-pokey, like I'm going to visualize daily affirmations. Pfft, who? That doesn't do anything. But it does, right? Like what you put out there into the universe is important. That's the energy you put out. And if you think to yourself, I can't make seven figures, my business can't make seven figures, that's not me, I've never been someone who makes $1 million, then yeah, that's never going to happen to you. You have to think it, you have to be it, you have to visualize it. So that's the next part, is visualization exercises. Picture yourself in 5 years from now. What is your business doing? What does that look like for you? Does it give you more freedom? Have you hired employees and now you're surrounding yourself with a successful business where you're the CEO and, walk into an office every day? Or is it time freedom to spend with your kids and you just work a few hours a day? For me, for example, I only want to work a couple hours a day. The rest of the time, I want to go work out. I want to spend it with my kids. I want to spend it with my husband in the evenings. I don't want to work late. I don't want to work on weekends, right? And so for me, it's time freedom and success. It's owning the house that we want to own. And with whatever, maybe we just remodeled or renovated a house, or we bought a brand new house, or we drive really nice cars, right? So visualize yourself in 5 years from now, from your business to your life. Have you helped people? And tell yourself with those daily affirmations that this is what I'm doing. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am building a profitable, scalable business. And in 5 years from now, this is what that looks like. And then on top of that, go use ChatGPT to build out a step-by-step plan on how to do that. A 5-year plan, put it into ChatGPT. Help me create a 5-year plan to build my business into $1 million business, and what I need to be hitting each year, and then break that into quarterly goals and then monthly goals or tasks to work up to it and achieve that, right? Like, what tasks do I need to be working on each month in order to achieve those quarterly goals, in order to achieve then the yearly goals, in order to achieve then the 5-year goal. And if you are really interested in using ChatGPT to scale quickly, I highly, highly recommend you check out my group coaching course. I'll put it in the description. It's called the Mompreneur Launch Lab. I teach all about how to use ChatGPT to set up your business for success so that you only have to work a few hours a day. You can literally launch your business or optimize all of the content throughout your entire business, top to bottom, website to emails to landing pages to lead magnets to social media in a weekend. And have it all optimized for higher conversions. Anyways, I digress. Okay. Also, strategic networking. Make sure that you are surrounding yourself with other people who see and get what you're doing, who understand what you're doing, right? Even your partner, even your kids, so they understand what you're doing and the work that you're putting in and the mindset shifts that you're seeing and doing and achieving and working on, that they get that. And the peers that you're surrounding yourself with, make sure they are successful. And they don't have to be rich, but they have to understand what you're doing and want that for you and be there to help you with it in any way that you need, or be there to work alongside you. All right, last little section is avoiding self-sabotage. This is very common for mompreneurs, and especially moms, is we get imposter syndrome a lot, right? We are so overwhelmed already with being a full-time mom that now you want to tack on being a business owner, an entrepreneur, trying to launch a business. And there's always that nagging voice in the back of our head that says, should I just stay at home and be a full-time mom? Or should I just go back to corporate America and have someone tell me what I need to do every day? But that doesn't have to be you. So recognize when imposter syndrome or fear of failure is holding you back, right? Recognize that we can replace perfectionism and the need to be perfect and launch a business perfectly or have a business run perfectly. Replace that perfectionism with action. Progress is better than perfection. As long as you are making progress in launching or growing your business, that is perfect action, right? You don't have to, all the time we see on social media, like how I grew 250,000 followers in 2 weeks and how I did $1 million in my business in the first 6 months. And those are so far and few and rare and really hard to do. And all the time, it's also not realistic. Those aren't the majority. That's not the generality out there. And it is very hard to do. And so it often takes a lot of long-term effort to truly launch a scalable, sustainable business. And so don't get bogged down by seeing that on social media and having that fear of failure holding you back, where you're like, my business hasn't made any sales in the first month. I'm a failure. My business is a failure. Because that's not true. And that imposter syndrome of, am I really cut out to be an entrepreneur? I've had this all the time. I've had those thoughts. I'm a mom of 2 under 2. I've had plenty of days where I am exhausted, where I feel like I scrapped something I spent hours working on because I ended up tweaking it anyways and wanting to change it, or it wasn't really what I wanted. And so I've had plenty of those moments where I've thought, should I just stay or go back to corporate America and stay in a job that at least gets us income, and I work, 9 to 5. But that's not meant to be. That's not what I want to do. That's not truly what I want to do. My purpose is to help other mompreneurs. This is my purpose. And so you have to stick with it when things get hard, and having your purpose and your mission true to who you are and your core values is going to really help. But recognize that it's okay. But don't let that imposter syndrome and that fear of failure hold you back, and replace perfectionism with action. Having progress is better than perfectionism. Having little bits of progress that you work on your business, even if it's one thing today, because you are balancing motherhood and postpartum life with trying to launch a business, which are both nearly impossible, right? But you did a little bit of progress. For example, I recorded this podcast today. That's progress, right? Tomorrow, I might create some content and schedule it out on Instagram for the next week, right? That's progress. It's not perfection. Maybe I didn't make sales from it, but it's progress. And so that's the point. All right. So to wrap up this one, I want to challenge you this week to write down one big, unrealistic financial goal for your business and identify 3 steps to start working towards it this week. So use ChatGPT if you need to. Say, I want to create an unrealistic, or I want to create a really big stretch goal, financial goal for your business, and create 3 steps that you should be doing to start working towards it this week. And maybe that unrealistic financial goal is for 5 years from now. Maybe it's for a year from now. Maybe it's 6 months from now. and what you should be working on to achieve that. So that's my challenge to you. And just as a reminder, as a wrap up, the thinking like a 7-figure entrepreneur, the mindset shifts is focusing on growth and prosperity, not lacking. View challenges as opportunities. Value your time. Stop trading hours for dollars. Outsource and practice your affirmations. Visualize where you want to be from now and what that genuinely looks like. And then, really importantly, avoid self-sabotage. Avoid that voice in our head that says that's not us and it's not perfect, and work through that to recognize when you're doing that so that you could say, nope, I am meant to do this. I am making progress every day, and that is better than perfectionism. All right, that's it. Tune in next week for more episodes. And I'll put the link for the group coaching program in the description, the Mompreneur Launch Lab, if you are interested. And follow on Instagram, mompreneur_consulting, for tons of tips on ChatGPT and how to use ChatGPT in your business and to grow and for life, and just some fun motherhood humor. All right, that's it. Have fun.